3 years ago. Like 3 years ago, and it was after Golden State. The Warriors, they was having a bunch of injuries and shit. Like, they was having injuries. Their team had swapped out. And this was after they had like won the first couple championships, and then like they were struggling, and people was like double teaming Steph, triple teaming Steph, and before we played Golden State, it was like we played them back to back times in San Francisco, so we played them, and then there was a day, and then we played them again. It was just like we played 2 times in a row there, so we played them the first time and we beat them. And like we did the same thing the other teams were doing to Steph. Like we was double teaming, switching, we beat them, whatever. And they was like, dang, teams are giving Steph a lot of attention. They chasing them, they fouling them, they being physical with them. And I was like, yeah, like I know how you feel, because like that's how teams, when my team was down and, we were struggling and they wasn't respecting who I was on the court with all the time, like they would guard me like that. And I think, over the years, Steph played with a lot of vets, and, they knew how to get him the ball. They knew how to get him open. They knew how to play. I said, but now he kind of, he's seeing something different, because it's different now. And, they took it and spent it like I was saying, like, yeah, like now he see how now he gonna see if he can still do it type. But really, like I with Steph, so I never say no backhanded weird about Steph.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it about nobody, but definitely not about him, because I respect him. So after I say it, we go play him again 2 days later, and this Steph comes out. And he is shooting every time. And I'm like, Steph, he knows, like, obviously he a competitor. I'm a competitor. So I'm going to try to get at him just like he going to try. But, like, he coming out and he, like, is shooting. And I'm like, and Steph, he the type, like, he's not going to announce that, like, I heard what you said, or you said this or said that. He just going to come out like he's a true competitor.
Yeah,
like, they think he a little light-skinned dude, but he like a real competitor.
Green light.
Yeah, he gonna go crazy. So he come out and he is just hitting 3 after 3 after 3. So I'm like, my first thought is like, I don't care. Like, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't care. I didn't mean it like that, but I don't care if you trying to make a statement. If you think I meant it like that, like it is what it is. So, like, I started trying to go back, and I think I ended up having maybe like 28 or something, but it wasn't my night. But I'm still trying to go back, because obviously if that's where it's at, that's where it's going to be at. But this is like,
pulling.
Again, like, when you like, damn, like, now they're going to be saying, I said this, and he came back and he ended up having he had like 62.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't think you was gonna say.
I
thought you was gonna talk about it. Dropped the 60 ball,
and it wasn't all on me, but it was just on our team. He was just bang, 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 and he running around celebrating. So after the game, I shake his hand and we walk off, and I'm walking up the court, and I'm like, man, and they just got my. So, like, they gonna make it seem like Dame said this, and then he did this. Like, I just knew it was gonna be that, but it wasn't even. My comments wasn't even like a shot at all. But I definitely got that.
2021. It's more than a year. It's a battle cry. Stephen Curry, already a legend, reminded the world why his name sends shockwaves through the league. His performance wasn't just dominant. It was an earthquake that reshaped the NBA landscape. Fast forward to today, where another star, Damian Lillard, finds himself in an unfamiliar position, on the outside looking in. His move to the Milwaukee Bucks was supposed to be a coronation, but now it looks like a crossroads. Here's the twist. There's talk that Lillard might join Curry in Golden State. Yes, the Steph Curry, the man who turned three-point shooting into an art form and chaos into strategy. Together, they could redefine the NBA yet again. The question isn't if they'd be great, it's whether the league could survive it. Let's rewind to the 2021 season, a chapter in NBA history that no one can forget. Stephen Curry entered that season with a chip on his shoulder. Critics wondered if he could still dominate without Kevin Durant, without a full-strength Warriors team, without a safety net. And Curry didn't just answer those questions, he annihilated them. In 64 regular season games, Curry posted jaw-dropping numbers: 25.5 points per game, 6.3 assists, 5.2 rebounds. But those stats don't capture the sheer terror he inspired. Every time he crossed half court, defenders panicked. Every three he launched was a dagger. November 8, 2021. Against the Atlanta Hawks, Curry didn't just score, he exploded. 50 points and 10 assists in a single game. He became the oldest player in NBA history to achieve such a feat. And if that wasn't enough, just 4 days later, he surpassed Ray Allen to claim the throne as the NBA's all-time leader in three-pointers made, playoffs included. Think about that for a moment. Generations of players have tried to master the three-point shot, but no one did it like Curry. December 14, 2021, Madison Square Garden. The basketball mecca became the stage for Curry's coronation. His 2,974th three-pointer broke Ray Allen's regular season record. Fans, teammates, even opponents stood in awe. It wasn't just a record, it was a revolution. And just when you thought he couldn't top that, Curry delivered one of the most electrifying all-star game performances ever. 50 points, 16 three-pointers. He didn't just win the MVP award, he owned the night. 2021 wasn't just a season, it was Curry's symphony, and the league was his orchestra. While Curry soared in 2021, Damian Lillard embarked on a journey that seemed destined for greatness, but has taken an unexpected detour. His move to the Milwaukee Bucks was supposed to be the final piece of their championship puzzle. Paired with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Lillard's scoring prowess promised fireworks. And yet, the Bucks stumbled. Injuries, misaligned chemistry, and the weight of expectations turned their season into a trial by fire. Lillard's individual brilliance couldn't hide the cracks. He delivered over 25 points per game with his signature blend of deep shooting and clutch decision-making, but the results fell short. And now, the rumors are swirling. Insiders suggest that Lillard, ever the competitor, is looking westward to the Golden State Warriors. Imagine it, the Warriors' disciplined chaos paired with Lillard's explosive creativity. Curry and Lillard in the same backcourt. It's not just a team, it's an arms race. For Lillard, this move wouldn't just be about chasing a ring. It'd be about redefining his legacy. The Golden State Warriors are no strangers to pressure. They've faced it before, on the court, in the media, from fans demanding nothing less than greatness. And yet, they always find a way to rise above. 4 championships in the last decade speak volumes about their resilience and adaptability. But what lies ahead could be their greatest challenge yet, and their greatest opportunity. Stephen Curry has always been the heartbeat of this team. In 2022, he carried them to another championship, silencing anyone who doubted his ability to lead. Facing the Boston Celtics in the finals, Curry was unstoppable, averaging 31.2 points per game and shooting nearly 44% from beyond the arc. He wasn't just the best player on the floor, he was the embodiment of poise under pressure. Now, as the Warriors look toward 2024, the addition of Damian Lillard could unlock untapped potential. Together, Curry and Lillard could create an offensive juggernaut. Imagine defenses trying to decide who to double team. Imagine the spacing, the pace, the endless pick and roll options. This isn't just a strategy, it's a nightmare for the rest of the league. Every great player faces a moment when their legacy is on the line. For Stephen Curry, that moment isn't about proving his greatness, it's about cementing it. With 4 championships, 2 MVP awards, and countless records, Curry has already achieved what most players can only dream of. But a 5th ring? That would elevate him to a rarefied air. Let's talk about comparisons. Magic Johnson is often hailed as the greatest point guard in NBA history. His 5 championships and revolutionary playmaking are the stuff of legend. But Stephen Curry has done something even more profound. He didn't just redefine the point guard position, he redefined the game itself. The three-point revolution is Curry's legacy. Before him, it was a weapon. After him, it became the cornerstone of modern basketball. Young players around the world emulate his style, attempting shots that were once considered reckless. And then there's his influence on the Warriors themselves. Curry's unselfishness, his work ethic, his ability to make those around him better, these are the qualities that make him transcendent. A fifth championship wouldn't just put Curry alongside Magic Johnson. It might push him ahead. He'd be the only player in history to dominate both as a scorer and as a cultural icon. The debate over the greatest point guard of all time might not be a debate much longer. And so we arrive at the precipice of a new season. The Golden State Warriors, led by Stephen Curry, are on the brink of something extraordinary. Damian Lillard, after a season of frustration, has the chance to rewrite his story. Together, they could create a dynasty unlike anything the NBA has ever seen. But greatness isn't handed out, it's earned. The road to a championship is never smooth. Injuries, competition, and the weight of expectations can break even the strongest teams. Yet, if there's one thing we've learned about Curry and the Warriors, it's that they thrive under pressure. They've defied the odds before, and they can do it again. So what happens next? Will Lillard join the Warriors and create the most electrifying backcourt in NBA history? Will Curry claim his fifth ring and solidify his place among the immortals? The answers are just around the corner, but one thing is certain, the story of the Golden State Warriors is far from over. The best chapters are yet to be written.